Hello, good day. My name is Hussein and I'm Forex Optimum Broker Financial Analyst. I'm back again to bring you new updates in the financial markets. Well, of course, that is also closing of the week to give you some view on how this week has been and what are the new updates on today. US stock market is agitated this week as the US S&P 500 broad market index lost 1.5% just within 2 days and then jumped to 4,175 points and plunged to 4,120 points at the end of the week. All of this looks very suspicious given overall positive tune of the macroeconomic data this week. The unemployment rate in the United Kingdom fell from 5% to 4.9%. Continuous and initial jobless claims in the United States fell to 12 months low. Quarterly reporting by the US corporate is more impressive as the majority of the American companies are beating revenue forecasts. European Central Bank stood still and took a pause to consider possible changes of its monetary policy later in June. It seems as if the market considered everything so far and needs new ideas to resume the rally. Such story could come from the infrastructure plan proposed by the US President Joe Biden or further signs of a de-escalation between the US and China, or maybe another convincing statements by the Fed of its continuous ultra-loose monetary policy. However, even if such story appears, the rally in stocks may be resumed next week only. It could be triggered by the Fed's statement after its meeting next week with the possible support of reporting stock market gains giants such as Facebook, Alphabet, Apple, and some other that could power stock market engines in the case of inspiring reporting results. Today, US stocks just likely remain to be within the right range between the resistance level about 417 points and the support at 4,110 points despite incoming data of business activity in G7 countries. The downside scenario with the targets at 4040 and 3,930 points is seen as most possible if the index fails to hold above 4,175 resistance level. Crude oil market is monitoring US-Iran negotiations over nuclear deal. US reported that some progress is being reached but still a lot to discuss. Rising infection of India and Japan may undermine fragile global recovery and demand for the crude. The United States has unveiled the goal to reduce carbon emissions by the year of 2030 and 50% to 2005 levels. That would certainly affect the demand for fossil fuels. Brent crude benchmark prices were quite reluctant to this statement but fell to $65 per barrel during this week. Any further price volatility this week is expected within the lateral channel. Gold prices almost hit $1,008 per troy ounce landmark. Easing geopolitical tensions in the eastern Ukraine prompt gold prices to drop to 1,780 per troy ounce. Nevertheless, since yields on the 10 US 10-year treasuries are still below 1.6%, gold prices have a chance to rise to $1,800 per ounce gain with a further upside potential. The greenback is trying to restore its position as Euro USD slid below first resistance at 1.2050 and is aiming for the support level at 1.1940. The GBP USD has performed excessive volatility this week, surging to 1.40 level and then diving down the support at 1.3770. The USD JPY is almost at its downside target at 107.60. If the target would be finally reached, the yen may rebound to 109.00 or continue to dive to 107.60 with a possible downside target at 103.60. Well, thank you very much for listening, guys. That's all for the day. Have a great week ahead and bye-bye.